Hi everyone, welcome to this beautiful place, tarot. My name is Letty. I'm going to do a pick a card reading for you today. The reason for my reading is I know a lot of people are in quarantine right now due to this COVID-19, and I wanted to have a little bit of fun. I wanted to do some lighthearted stuff. So the purpose of this pick a card reading is going to be, what does the person that I love or I desire feel for me? What is the future of this relationship? So just a little introduction about me. I will do timestamps below. I am clairaudient. I can channel messages from spirit. I have been reading tarot since I was about 15 years old. I've seen many YouTube channels. I follow many of the greats. I am a Pisces. I'll go over my chart later. I'll also put it in the description bar below. But at this time, I just want to say I hope everybody's being safe. Everybody is being healthy. Nobody's out hoarding toilet paper and such. And everybody is loving on their family and friends, okay? Check on the elderly. And like you know, I'll be quarantined until March 13th, held up here in my house. So let's have some fun, okay? So the first thing I want to discuss are my cards, the cards that I use for this pick-a-deck reading. I did use the typical Rider-Waite tarot. They're already mixed in. I did receive for my birthday on March 12th these Buddhism reading cards, which I love. I love the art. And once we go over it, you know, I'll go more in detail about these cards. I am using the Bluebird Lenormand deck, which I love, I absolutely love. And the Fairy Forest by Lucy Cavendish. Okay, so without further ado, I also am using the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so let's talk about the three piles I set up for us. The first one, and I will have a timestamp. The first one is going to be clear quartz. I love clear quartz. It does help me with clear thinking based on the moon cycles and such. Sometimes I can be a little scatterbrained because I am a Pisces. I do have that Neptune really hard in my chart. But I am Earth also a lot in my chart, which this helps me with a lot. The second pile is Jade. This is part of a necklace. I do wear jade a lot. So that's the second pile. The third pile is amethyst. I do love this stone particularly. I have to sleep with this stone. Otherwise, I won't dream. I typically have about 10 to 12 dreams a night. I can astral project. And if I don't have this stone for some reason, I can't, and it has to be in my hand. So in case you're drawn to amethyst, that might be why I am a Pisces sun. So okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I am going to burn some more sage here. I am also burning some incense. So I did channel for these piles, and the first thing I heard for this pile, number one, was happiness. I heard somebody's in despair and they are looking for happiness. Okay, so let's go over the cards. The first one is the Romance Angels, and it says, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Okay. So the first one, express your love. The second one, the Buddhism reading cards by Sofan Chan, is desires. The steady stream of human desires are directing you away from the beauty of the present moment to the fantasy of the future, taking you away from the appreciation of what you've got and what life is offering to you right now. So the desires, the root of suffering is desires. And just as I stated, you know, I think a lot of this quarantine, what it's doing, what it's teaching us is, one, we really don't need that much. Two, health is wealth. And three, What is it that we desire? What is our purpose on this earth? If we don't go to work every day, you know, we don't have a typical 9-to-5 job, some of us, what do we desire? You know, is it earthly possessions or is it our family? So the card is 15. 1 plus 5 is a 6. Maybe you have a life path of a 6. That is my life path, actually. So people with a life path 6 are very rebellious by nature. We are healers. We are very intuitive as well. I'm very intuitive. I'm an empath. So I soak up everybody, which means I constantly need to protect myself. So perhaps that's you as well. The next card we have is the 9 of Rods, 9 of Wands. So Aries, Leo, and Sag. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's the person in question. This is typically called the Wounded Warrior card. What I'm hearing right away is you're not wounded. You are a warrior. So act like it. I do frequently channel Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and my ancestors, which is what I did before I pulled these cards. So I'm definitely hearing that with this card. Next is the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a no BS type of a person. This is a court card. Perhaps this is you or the person in question. This is Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. This person is very analytical. They think about everything. Sometimes they can't sleep is what I'm hearing. Somebody's overthinking the situation. Keep in mind, you do want to express your love. You do want to be compassionate at this time. You want to think about what you truly desire. But don't act like a wounded warrior in this love connection. The Queen of Swords will cut out anything that she does not need. So I'm definitely feeling this card right now as I pull it and read it. The next card is another court card, Queen of Pentacles. Male or female, doesn't matter. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So the Queen of Pentacles is usually somebody very stable, very committed to their earthly possessions. Somebody who likes to go out, make money, and have a nice place to live. So the Queen of Pentacles, along with the Queen of Swords, I think is perfect that they came out back to back. You have to keep in mind, one is about cutting out the excess, and the other one is actually about luxury. So at this time, I think what it's telling us is, you know, what do we really need? What do we need to cut out versus what will give us a found, stable position in life? The next card, when I picked this card from the Fairy Forest by Lucy Cavendish, I did set the intention. What is some of the characteristics, okay, of either my viewer or the person in question? And here's what we get. So soulkin, recognition, family, kinship. So often, this is a 7. So often when I pull this card, I think about my soul tribe, my soul family. You know, not only the people in this life, but in the lives before and the lives to come. You know, I think at this time, what this is really urging you to do is just look at the dynamic of everybody in your life right now. That's very important, I think, at this time. Pay attention to who you're drawn to, who you connect with. Are these people in your life somebody that you want to cut out, or are they somebody that's stable for the future? And keep in mind, you do not want to continue acting like a wounded warrior. Not that you are or the other person is, but it's just something I think our ancestors want you to reflect on. Okay. The next card I have is from the Lenormand deck, the Bluebird Lenormand deck, and it's flowers, which is a very positive card. I love this card. It's all about happiness. So that's telling me that the outcome is going to be happy. I do feel that if this is a love situation, that someone will clearly express their needs, their wants, their need for stability, their desires, and they will accurately express their love, whether it's you or the person that you have in question for this pick a card. Okay, so let me read it. Happiness anew from the flower scent. The outlook for you means encouragement. Days will be filled with pleasures come true. Fate has so willed the best unto you. So this is a number 9. So far we've had 6, 7, and 9. And the 9 is here twice with the 9 of Wands. So that might mean something to you. I am going to incorporate some charms. I do love charms for divination. These charms I got from my brother, who's also a Pisces. I'm the youngest out of 7. He's the oldest. And he gave me lots of these. A lot of them are also things that I've found over the years. So at this time, I'm going to pick a few and let's see how they resonate for pile number 1. Okay, so pile number 1, the first thing that draws my eye is the comb. Perhaps yourself or the person that you're inquiring about is very into their appearance, very meticulous, very much like a Queen of Pentacles, where they care about what they look like, they eat healthy, they dress nice, they smell nice. Okay, that's the first thing I get. The next thing is the sorry piece. What I get out of this is somebody will say they are sorry. I do feel that there was something done here. I don't want to say in haste, but somebody may come to you with an apology. The next charm I have is the 6 for the dice. So again, 6s came up twice now. That might be important. That might be your life path. Again, like I said, I am a life path 6. So keep in mind that might be of importance. The letters I have are O and T. So anybody with an O or T in their name. The next thing I have here is the feather. So my brother went and traveled in New Mexico in the 80s with many Native Americans, and he brought back from his adventures and along with stories a lot of stuff from Native Americans, and I do believe he did receive this out there. So this is a feather. Usually our ancestors wish to speak to us through feathers. I know whenever I find a feather in my house, it's something that I know my mom is channeling to me. So maybe somebody deceased wants you to pay special attention to that, and that goes again along with the Silken card. So that might be of significance. Another charm that I got here is Indianapolis Colts. I'm not sure if that's their team, the person in question, or your team, male or female. But there's also a horseshoe here. So either Indianapolis, the Colts, or a horseshoe is particularly lucky. I do get good vibes off of this deck. I will say that many times. I get positive energy from these people that are associated with this deck. So somebody's very optimistic with this pile. This is a key, I believe, for turning something. I think when he gave me this, that's what he explained. It's also a hook. So I feel like somebody's telling me you have a strong bond. There's also here a paper clip. Paper clip, as you know, binds things together. So that might be of significance or importance to you or this other person. I feel right now what I'm getting told is your ancestors want you to know that they will bind anything for you. They're here to clip onto anything that you need. I'm getting the vision just of this getting put onto many papers, many people. So your bonds are strong, is what I'm hearing. The next charm is a little fastener. Again, this is a clip. You can attach your keys to this and put this on like your belt. I do like clips like this, whether at the office or for my keys. So again, I'm getting fastened. I'm getting the word fastened. And just going along with the clips and the hooks, I'm getting positive vibes from this. So maybe it's of importance to you. So these are your charms. I hope you can see them. And once again, your cards. And thank you for pile number 1. I'm going to move on to pile number 2. So if you picked pile number 2, which is the Jade, Jade is typically sought after in Chinese culture for luck, for health. I do have a lot of jade around my home because I do have Earth. I am a Capricorn rising, a Taurus moon in my chart. And I am, aside from pink, which I love pink, I also like a lot of greens. My favorite color, though, is red. Don't ask me why. I love red. But I do love the earthiness in green. So, pile number 2, if you picked it, this is your pile. We have from the Romance Angels, reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. I'm going to take a deep breath in and out. I do hear with this card, no, I don't want them to return. So perhaps this is somebody that did not have the best intentions for you or with you, and you are doubting whether or not you want to reconcile with this person. So that's the first thing I heard, but we'll clarify. We'll go over some more of these cards just to look and see if my hunch is correct, which is pretty much 9 times out of 10 what happens. Generosity. A true spiritual life is not possible without a generous heart. So generosity. When you act in the true spirit of generosity with no expectations, your heart expands outwardly as a consequence of the compassion and loving kindness to be found within. So this number is about 4, which is about, again, stability. This card is beautiful. The artwork in this deck is particularly of interest to me. I have a child who does art. I also love to paint. But I'm getting with this card, maybe somebody held back and they were a little selfish in this connection. I will say that off the bat. Please let me know in the comments if that's correct. The Rider-Waite that clarifies that is the Page of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Tower. So I will say that the Tower card, of course, is about change. It is the card of Scorpio. That might be of importance. I do feel that there was a separation here with this pile, more so than pile number 1. I feel that somebody had to let somebody go in order to be happy. The Sun is the happiest card in the deck. It is also the card of Leo. It's about illumination. So right away, I did feel that somebody let another person go. They let a relationship go because they needed swift change after being illuminated, and they needed their happiness. The last card is the Page of Pentacles. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Page of Pentacles is usually an offer of stability. It's a small offer. is also an apology. So I do feel that somebody does want to reconcile here, either yourself or the other person. I don't know at this time if you wish to continue or if it's the other person. But again, use discernment. I will pick some charms and we'll go over that a little bit more. The last card, again, while doing the intentions for either yourself or the other person, this was, when I set the intention, it was for the personality of either yourself or the other person, okay? So we have here number 1, which is cunning woman. So we have here silent, observant, and wily. Often anybody who's cunning is very intuitive. They know to trust their intuition. I've been psychic, if you want to call it that, clairaudience, and an empath for a long time. I've also had premonitions and dreams that come true. So anybody who pulls this card, you may be psychic, and your intuition may have told you to disconnect from this person. I am hearing you are an empath. So whoever chose pile number 2, I am getting a strong sense that you are spiritual, deeply spiritual. I do have number 1 for this deck. The art on this is amazing as well. So cunning woman, silent, observant, wily. A lot of times us empaths, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, we are very quiet. We like to sit and observe people. We're not very outgoing. So perhaps that's you or the other person. That's what I'm feeling with that card. The last card, but not least, is clouds. So from the Lenormand deck, clouds, typically it's about being foggy in your head at one time, but coming through needing clarity, which is what the sun, I think, illuminated in the tower. So I am hearing, yeah, that you did get the messages that you needed. You did receive the clarity. So this is a number 6. Clouds brightly shine. Strong and precious life will be fine. With firm decision, beware of clouds, misty and obscure. Life cloaked in darkness is hard to endure. So again, about illumination, I do believe that whoever chose this deck, pile number 2, did need to be illuminated and did do the right thing. You chose right by you to leave, is what I'm hearing. You were illuminated. You did trust your instinct. The tower fell. Either yourself or somebody else was not being generous. And even though they want to reconcile, you may or may not wish to reconcile, is what I'm hearing. Always keep in mind, tarot is energy, so it can go back and forth. Okay, so I'm going to pick some charms now. Let's talk about the numbers we have. We have 6, 1, 4, 6, 1, and 4. Okay, so let's discuss the charms now. Hopefully, if you're wearing headphones, it's not too loud. First thing I notice is there is a monkey here. The number 5, this is a person traveling. It's a car. This is a fastener of some sort and a screwdriver. So what I'm getting with this, my brother is a carpenter, so I'm getting somebody wants to fix this connection. Somebody may want to travel to you, or perhaps you want to travel to this person. The monkey does seem to me like the Fool. Could be an Aries you're dealing with, or somebody was foolish and they were playing games in this connection, is what I'm getting. So again, the number 5 here. Again, the numbers we have are 5, 6, and 1. Okay, and the letters are A-R, and it looks like an I. I believe that's I. I think the L is long and Scrabble. So again, somebody wants to fix this is what I'm getting. Somebody wants to fix this connection. They do want to reconcile. They want to come through with an offer. However, there was a split. Somebody was holding back their generosity. Somebody here is very spiritual. They trust their instincts. They moved away. They were illuminated. After the clouds came the sun. So again, if it is your wish to reconcile with this person, I think it will happen. And if it is your wish not to, then only you know. Always keep in mind you have free will. Okay, so thank you for pile number 2. I will, of course, include timestamps. So if you chose pile number 3, then you chose this beautiful amethyst. The first card we got for this pile is healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So right away, I am feeling there is problems in the family. I'm hearing divorce, separation with this card, perhaps involving children. I am hearing you may or may not wish to reconcile, but I do hear divorce or separation with this card. The next card we have from the Buddhism reading cards is attachment, and the number is 2. And here's the card. It's very, very pretty. I am feeling green a lot for this. So number 2, attachment to desire is the cause of suffering. Attachment arises when we want something different from what we are experiencing right here, right now. This ever-increasing list of unfulfilled desires causes us to experience discontentment and disconnects us from living simply in the pure joy of the present moment. So that's number 2. So I'm hearing at this time that somebody wishes to attach and stay together, whereas somebody else wishes to separate. The 3 Rider-Waite cards that we have for this pile are the 8 of Cups, walking away, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The 5 of Rods, Aries, Leo, and Sag, and Temperance, which is a Sag card. With this, I'm hearing there was competition. Somebody did walk away. I'm hearing I am not an option. And I am hearing somebody was not temperate. They did not want to fix it. This is usually a fix-it angel card for me when I see temperance. Somebody here has strong Sag is what I'm hearing. Also maybe Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But I am feeling fire and water with this, particularly number 3. I am feeling and hearing pain. My heart chakra is also green, so keep in mind that could be why I'm feeling this way. And as I said earlier, I am feeling green with this card. So somebody is experiencing pain, and if that's you, I do apologize. I'm sorry, for your pain and your loss, especially if it comes to the family. Please be strong, and please do the best you can do amicably for your family, because I am feeling again separation or divorce with this pile. So Temperance, the Five of Rods, which means competition, and the Eight of Cups, again, walking away. Somebody did walk away or wants to walk away from this connection. And again, this is amethyst, which is healing. So if you don't have amethyst, go out and get it. Always carry it with you. I do have necklaces and such that I wear that have this stone. The next card you have is Fairy Godmother. 3 and 2 is a 5. So Fairy Godmother, revelation, discovery, epiphany. Often when people pull this card, they do need somebody in their corner. They need somebody they can talk to. That's what I equate this Fairy Godmother card with. Somebody who will always be there for me, that can listen. If this is a time of separation for you or divorce, you will need to seek wise counsel. 3 and 2 is 5. So you may have a life path number of 5. And again, there is 5 here twice. There is the number 8 and the number 2. The last card, but not least, is Cavalier. It's the number 1 in the Lenormand deck, the Bluebird Lenormand deck. What I equate to this is masculinity. A lot of times when I pull this card, I get a sense of ego with whoever I'm dealing with. It could be in business, it could be in love. I'm hearing pride as soon as I picked up the card. So it says, heed well good news from the Cavalier. Impassioned views promise good cheer. Sadness that hides veiled in the day. Once disguised soon flies away. So again, I'll read that again in case you didn't hear me. It says, heed well good news from the Cavalier. Impassioned views promise good cheer. Sadness that hides veiled in the day. Once disguised soon flies away. So again, I was feeling sadness with this deck, with pile number 3. And I think with this card in particular, your ancestors, your spirit guides want you to not concentrate on being sad. I do feel sadness in this pile. So, you know, listen to music that will make you happy. Be around people that make you happy. If you are going through a separation or a divorce, I've been through that, so I know how it is. And again, I'm sorry. Seek wise counsel, okay? So that you cannot be sad and be crying, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and pick your charms. Again, this is for pile number 3. And I hope you don't hear this crashing too much. If you need me to raise my volume or anything, please let me know. Comments down below. I think that's good. Okay, so the first thing is Tabasco sauce. Maybe somebody is into hot foods, I'm getting. I don't know why my brother gave me that, but the next thing is this pin. I am feeling with this the need to be outdoors and to be in nature. The number 2, again, that was with the attachment card. Number 2 did come out once already. I am hearing I'm sorry. This is from the game I'm sorry. I am hearing somebody wants to reconcile and stay together. I am seeing a key, which can mean a few things. I'm hearing key to my heart, key to the house. So I am feeling with this pile in particularly that there may be a division of assets and wealth with this pile. A white ball. I'm feeling the need for clarity with this. What I mean by that is oftentimes white, the color white is about purity, cleanliness, clarity. So I'm hearing you may want to get counsel at this time just to help you. Anything further than your normal tarot readings, wise counsel is also what I'm hearing with this. You got the letter P, O, and the last last one is another O. So, I don't know how you want to look at those, but please leave in the description box below if this is of meanings or importance to you. Okay? And again, thank you for coming to my page. And if you have any questions or would like any more pick a card readings, just let me know. Okay, thanks.